So today I got basically a little story time about something that happened about 2 days ago. And basically what happened was I decided, because I was playing 2K a lot, I already got done my video and all that, the one where I was showing you how to get greens, and I felt pretty happy with that video. So then I got done playing. I did a couple of my career games, and then I was like, I've been playing for like 3 hours. I probably need to go outside and get some exercise. So then I decided I was going to go outside, and whenever I went outside, I took one shot. And by the way, I'm talking about basketball. And whenever I went out there, I took one shot, and then my heart started going crazy. Like it was just do 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 like that over and over, and it was very uncomfortable. And me and my parents, we were looking on Google and all of that, and we were doing all the stuff it was saying, and it just wasn't working. And me personally, I don't like going to the doctor because I'm scared of needles and just like going to the doctor in general. I just don't really like it, but I do like going to the town that it's in because we can go to Walmart. But anyway, we didn't do that, by the way. But I was saying no, I don't want to go because dinner was already done and it was some really good food and it just got done, so it's still warm. And I was like, no, I want to stay and eat. And they're like, no, it's already been like 3 or 4 hours. It's getting pretty bad. We probably need to take you to the ER. So then I was like, okay, fine, whatever. Because it was getting worse and worse. Like, it started to actually hurt, not just feel very, very, very uncomfortable. And I was getting kind of worried, but not that worried. I told everyone. And no one seemed to really care besides maybe 2 friends. But, anyway, once I actually got there, we told the lady up front, and she went ahead and let me go ahead and go in there. And whenever I went in there, they were really, really calm. So I was like, nah, nothing's wrong. But then when I really started to get worried was whenever they started to get the needles and patches and all of that out. That part is whenever I started to freak out. And the crazy part is, I was just laying there, and you couldn't even tell I was really nervous. I was just talking and making jokes. And, yeah. And then I ended up getting 2 IVs. Well, they're drawing blood, but they couldn't even find a vein. So then they did it in 2 different places just trying to find one, because my veins, they could not find any. So then they did one in the center of my hand, and one, like, on the opposite side of your elbow. I don't know what that's called, but whatever it's called, right there. And it hurt, but it didn't hurt very bad. But then they put this thing on to where like they could like track like my heartbeats and whatever. And my parents, they originally just thought that like it was just like a spasm or something, cause like they thought maybe I pulled something whenever I shot my basketball. But no, it was actually my heart, like I was saying, and it was beating at like 220 per minute. And if you don't know, that's like stroke level. And anyway, that part is what really scared me, and I was just freaking out. But they were just about to give me some medicine whenever my heart just in the middle of a beat just stopped for a second. I didn't feel anything, I didn't think anything, I was just laying there. And then my heart started to go normal. And that's fine. But then I had to lay there for like 2 hours because they were doing all the blood work and all that. And then they were tracking me to make sure I was okay. And I don't know what's up, but I have a doctor's appointment Monday. So I got to skip school even though I already had spring break. So, yeah. And to me it was pretty crazy. And that type of thing's happened to me before, but never that violent and that long. But it happened for a very long time this time, and it was kind of weird, and they're calling it like an SVT or something, and it was probably one of the scariest doctor visits I've had. But yeah, it was pretty crazy. And they even had like, you know those things, like those, you know how in like movies and stuff they have like those things where like they go bzz, and then they go bzz, like whenever they say clear. Well, apparently they don't use the metal things anymore, sadly. I didn't know that. But they had like these like pads that like stick onto your chest, and they were kind of worried that I was gonna pass out. So they had me hooked up to that, and if I passed out, they were gonna go bzz, and I was scared of that too. It's bad enough I was just sitting there with 2 needles in me for like a couple hours, and cause like they had to like no, not the needle itself. You know, like whenever they're drawing blood, they have like those little tubes that they leave in you. Well, I had those in there for a couple hours, and it did not feel very good, but I got through it. But yeah, and whenever I came home, I felt just fine. But now, until my doctor's visit, and probably after it, I'm having to eat super healthy, no sodium. I mean, barely any sodium. I mean, I'm still getting a little bit, but not a whole lot. Like, barely anything. And very, very little sugar, which sucks. So, I can't really have... So, right now, my diet is, like, completely changed. Because normally my diet would consist of a bowl of ramen, a bag of chips, a soda, like 3 bottles of water, and then dinner. With maybe some juice, a soda, or water. So, it's just, I don't know what caused it. The doctors don't know either, but I gotta go to a cardiologist, and then they're gonna figure it out. But yeah, I don't really make story times, but I just felt like talking about this, and yeah, it's pretty crazy. And yeah, I just wanna tell you about that. And the time's recording, I'm busy. So for now, blah, blah.